Uh, Hello, good morning. It's not even morning. Oh man. 間違いになった。Why? Okay. Oh man, I'm so dead. Well, might have a problem. Yeah. So apparently there's a gas leak. Um, so that's not good. Um, I'm gonna have to step away for a bit. I'll just leave the stream running and see what happens. I might be able to come back in time. But anyways, I took some time today, and I sorted out more. Whoops. Oh my god, I sorted out. I went through like everything but 2,000 images, and I was looking for rendering and color stuff that I liked. But then, whatchamacallit? That's like 600 that I can show, I guess. But then I think the plan now is to kind of go through some of these and do like a study of it. I think from like tagging it, it's kind of clear as to like the stuff that I do like and don't like. There is this sort of brightness grouping, value, color, saturation grouping, like all sorts of various kinds of grouping that I need to do. Like if you look at all the stuff in the back, all the value contrast, the contrast in general is just a lot lower. And but of course, like it's not that simple, right? Because like when you say light colors, it's kind of hard to sort of differentiate again. Once again, the ones that we have background, that doesn't have background, that has different lighting and different mood. So it's not really that clear yet. But either way, I think like there is a clear sort of preference for some of these. And I think the plan next is to just take some of these and then start to do like a color study. We won't do any like too hardcore stuff with shapes or like rendering and whatnot. We'll just plop the colors down and just get a feel for where the colors are. And this time around, compared to before, it's gonna be a little bit more targeted in the sense that we're gonna try to target all of the excuse me, all the really sort of faded out ones, the one that has that sort of quality to it, and just to get a feel for like the spread of the values and stuff. And in doing so, number one, get acquainted. Number two, we can come up with like a set of sort of color swatches that I can then preserve in my stylization board. And then from there, hopefully, in the future when we draw something, I can look at it and be like, yep, okay, I kind of get what it's all about, right? What this color swatch is all about. And then we can use it a little bit more effectively and a little bit easily. That would be kind of the idea. Um, yeah, like this process that I've been going through, like sort of classifying and all that, it doesn't really feel at a glance. I think at a high level, it makes a lot of sense. If you have enough data, you can see patterns. But at the same time, like the tag itself is very loose, right? It could mean a lot of things. Right? Like when I say I like the colors, so as a result, it is not exactly as effective as I would like it to be. If you look at the overall canvas setup here, Oh, I don't have any good sort of computation here. I think that's part of the problem here as well. But um, yeah, it's like the white backgrounds, of course, affecting this nonsense again. But then the other half of it would be that the script itself is not smart enough to really see stuff like brightness grouping and value grouping because again, mathematically, it's not what you're perceiving, right? When we perceive the low contrast sort of setup, that sort of vibe, it's not mathematically consistent. It's not like a specific range of values, but rather like a relationship between the values that's on the canvas. So the script needs to be smart. That's gonna take a long time to do, which right now I don't feel like it's really worth the effort anymore. Since I've really gone through and tagged some of these things, I think the next step should just be to sort of start putting colors down and doing some study, which is the plan. Um, but of course, as I mentioned previously, we currently tonight might be a bit tricky here. I will have to step away for like maybe an hour to 2 hours. It's kind of hard to say how long this would be. I will just leave the stream running. Mm. I'm just gonna leave it like this for now. You know what would be nice? Having like a sort of a screen, a slideshow mode for this, so that even if I'm not here, this can just kind of scroll through different pieces and like kind of like give like a shout out to different artists. Actually, that would be pretty nice. Maybe we can have like that feature added, and then I can just have a a big name and then like a thing, and then you just kind of scroll through. But anyways, today might be a bit of a problem. You guys will know it when I'm back. But in the meantime, fire alarm, Lamau. Yes, George. In that case, I'll see you guys in a bit. I hope I will see you guys in a bit. Oh, hello. Well, I mean, so the situation has not been resolved. Um, so what I'm doing is not very recommended, but I think it'll be fine. I think we'll be fine. I hope. Anyways. It does mean no music though, because well, I can play music for you guys. I can't listen to any music because I just have to be alert here. Is it playing? Somehow. Uh, so obviously, the best course of action is to go outside and sit in the cold. I don't know how many degrees it is right now. It's probably like close to 0. So yeah, you can go outside and sit outside in the cold for a bit and then be safe, you know. Or we can be here and YOLO. Guess which one I'm doing. Oh wow, okay. My website doesn't respond very well to being small. Yeah, as a reference, it also doesn't really work. Never mind. Then I'm just gonna move it into my usual reference board here, because so the whole goal today is to just do some colors, I think. Where is my board? Yeah. Here you go. I'm just gonna leave this message up here. I might have to step away suddenly, and I wouldn't have time to really explain what's happening. Just in case, I'll leave the message up here. Oh yes, I remembered. I should have it here because the colors are not quite the same. I don't know if I'm getting anything out of this. I'm not necessarily the most focused right now, so it's dubious, I suppose. But better than sitting outside in the cold doing nothing. So I'm just going to keep going here. Yeah, the virus. There's an active gas leak at this point in time. I do not smell the gas. I have been smelling it for like 5-6 hours. I thought it was my computer burning. I actually thought that like a piece of dust got into my computer and started burning or something. So I took a nap, I woke up, nothing happened. I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, now there's a allegedly an active evacuation order, but like literally no one gives a shit. And also the smell went away. This is not very recommended, obviously, because you do tend to get used to the smell pretty quickly. But I've been testing a lot of stuff, and yeah, I don't know, feel fine. I also do not smell the gas anymore after repeatedly resetting my smell by my nose and whatnot. Yeah, carbon monoxide poisoning is a very big danger, but the problem with carbon monoxide is well, gas leak would be, as in the gas leak that I'm having is more of like a burning gas kind of leak. Carbon monoxide tends to be more of a like active fire going on, but not enough oxygen burning, and therefore you produce a lot of carbon monoxide rather than carbon dioxide. Actually, give me a second here. I'm going to double check. I'll be right back. Well, I am not really sure. Okay, yeah, this is interesting because I'm not 100% sure what's happening right now. Because last I checked, there was an active evacuation order that nobody's following. Well, there was a handful of people following, but now those handful of people are gone. So either number one, the active evacuation order is still in effect and people just stop caring, or number two, it has been I guess cancelled, but there has been no news of it being cancelled. Either way though, carbon monoxide is very, very deadly. I have my doors and stuff open, right? I believe my fire alarm has a carbon monoxide detection as well. I do not smell the gas anymore at this point in time either. I think everything is fine. The difficulty is that it is winter. You can't exactly leave everything open overnight. You're gonna freeze to death, especially for me because I'm not very good at dealing with the cold, despite the fact that I do like it. But in any case, hopefully I wake up tomorrow. You know, like this is the kind of stuff that you go to sleep and then you don't wake up from. Also, I realized I should have used a new layer for this. Let me check the carbon monoxide symptoms real quick. Early symptom is headache, dizziness, lightheadedness, nausea, vomiting, fatigue, weakness, shortness of breath. I have none of that at this point in time, not more than usual anyways. And then when it worsens, you get confusion, poor coordination, chest pain, vision problems, fainting, loss of consciousness, seizures. Okay. We'll just keep that in mind as we go along here. You know, if I stop talking, it's either because I evacuated or I fainted from carbon monoxide. At least the doors are open. Windows are open. And we'll see. We'll see. Worst case, I can at least crawl out to the balcony and take a deep breath. I am dressed to go outside at any point in time. So the problem with winter is that you can't really evacuate fast because you kind of have to get dressed or else you die of cold outside. It's not that dramatic, but you can die of exposure for sure, especially if you're not that fit like me. So you do have to be ready for it. But I am just dressed. I am physically dressed. I'm just sitting here in front of a computer in outdoor clothes. Obviously, it does get a little bit warm, but I'm not complaining about that. So yeah, in a jiffy, I can try to get out, I suppose. Pain in the ass. You guys hear the sirens? Is it getting into the mic? No, it's not getting into the mic. I wouldn't say so. I wouldn't say so. I don't think there's any correlation necessarily, but I suppose like if you're super duper committed, you would tend to also ignore certain things like these. Yeah, you know what? You know what was missing actually? I just realized is that usually there's a fire truck outside that's pretty quick. Like they come pretty fast. They never came today. But I just heard the sirens. Actually, let me check. Maybe they just came. Yeah, look at that. They finally gave a shit. They finally gave enough of a crap to be here. Okay, we'll just see, you know. If there's any more announcements that come through and be like, everybody get the fuck out of the building. Everybody get out. Then I guess I have to see you guys tomorrow. But if not, what? If not, we win. Somehow. If not, we win this gacha here. Oh man, I'm so tired. I feel like your body. How do I say this? Like mind over matter, right? Like it's a very big thing. If you can sort of mentally keep going, your body can be pushed to quite the limits. But there is still a physical limit at some point. It's gonna give out. I took a day off today because I wanted to just take a break from work. I know like it's just after the weekends, which is kind of, it sounds really stupid. It's like, hey, isn't it just the weekends? You know, it's like a Monday. But like, you know, taking a day off when everyone else is working versus like everyone else is also resting, it feels pretty different. I don't know if you guys can relate to this, but you know, you feel a little bit more special when you're not working when everyone else is working. But I spent the time dealing with the tagging system and thinking about some of the things, and I'm like, I don't know. And then I tried to rest a little bit more, which involves sort of trying to relax a bit more. And as a result, I think I might have turned off that sort of keep pushing part, because I am so tired for some reason. And I did jack shit today. I didn't do anything today. I didn't go to work. I didn't do anything technically challenging today. I'm so tired for whatever reason. Anyways, today just more colors because I'm not really sure what to do now, honestly. Like skill is a problem, right? But then the bigger problem definitely is just a lack of sort of wanting to see things happen right now. I think part of it is just because I'm tired. And the other part of it is I feel like I don't know what I want. Right? I don't know what I want. And the tagging system was meant to help with that. But then as I was tagging, I realized that it's also kind of tricky because everything is so multifaceted. It is not possible to have a very clean set of tags. The tags are going to represent more than one set of ideas and things. And as a result, it feels like a mess, you know. It feels like it's not clear enough. It feels like it's like kind of like an OCD thing. You kind of want to set it straight, but you can't, and it just always bothers me constantly. That kind of sucks. But regardless, I feel like the tagging and all that is meant to be a tool that helps me get better art. At this point, I feel like I've invested so much time in it, but not really gotten anything out of it, which is why I kind of want to come back to just doing some more actual art things. In this case is whatever this is. I'm not really sure what this is, by the way. But at the very least, I guess I'm trying to practice my alignment. Like I'm trying to practice observation skills with the colors and all that. The secondary thing that I was hoping to get out of this is more of like a maybe a set of color swatches to be like, hey, you know, there's one thing that I figure out that I like. You know, I spend some time trying to study it, trying to play around with the colors and actually just do some hands-on, get some experience. You know, maybe this experience will help me, maybe it wouldn't. But at this point, doing something is probably better than continuing the tagging process. I will just keep doing the tagging, you know, behind the scenes. But on stream, I'm just gonna get some stuff done like this. Hopefully. Anyways, that's kind of what's going on. Is the music ended? The music ended. Okay. I'm not listening to the music because just in case I need to listen for any weird sounds. That's why I'm just gonna play the music, but I'm not listening to it. Hope it's not too loud. I think it's fine. You would think that by now, like after 300 streams, I will have a fixed set of settings that I don't have to touch. But then I always have to touch the music thing because the sound thing, because it is never consistent. Every single video is different. It's kind of annoying, but what I can do about that? How do I deal with this? I mean, the AI did do a lot of heavy lifting already. And the tagging thing, I cannot avoid doing it myself because the whole point is to help me get better at art. So I have to have eyes on the pieces anyways. Like that was never sort of fixable in a sense. That was never skippable. So I think we are as efficient as we possibly could be. I think the only way things could be even better is for me to stop being such a dumbass. You know, stop. I don't know if I'm asking for perfection. Is this being a perfectionist? The part of me that's trying to be a perfectionist, you know, trying to figure out exactly what I want when you don't have to. You know what I mean? Like in the past, it's always about like trying to be exactly correct about anatomy, be exactly correct about perspective and all the technical stuff. But then I realized now that it's not that important. So maybe it's the same thing with style as well, right? Because it's meant to be alive, it's meant to be changing, so on and so forth. But I don't know, like I honestly don't. Like I don't want to compromise that much. Because once you go down that route, it's like you just kind of keep compromising, and then like, so what are you holding constant? You know, what is the one truth that you're holding that you're never gonna yield? And it doesn't have to be this, but at the same time, I don't know what else at this point. So I am just going to keep being stubborn, find my way through this somehow. Hopefully. This is interesting. There's a lot of colors here, and it's kind of confusing me. Which is exactly the point of the exercise, I suppose. From doing things, right? Man, yeah, it is. That is true, isn't it? Because without perfectionism, I wouldn't even be here, right? I wouldn't strive to improve in the first place. It's a huge mess, man. Like, I swear to God, why can't things just be easier, you know? Oh, wait, hang on. There's an announcement. Give me a second. Oh, I still haven't heard yet. Oh, oh, oh. Apparently not. Apparently not. This is a much more sort of concrete evacuation order this time around. So yeah, I don't know. We might have to cancel tonight. Gastic is a bit of a problem because it's they are gonna have to clear the building. That's gonna take like 5 bajillion years. At this rate, I might as well go to the office and just start working overnight or whatever. Hello. Camp out at the office. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Mm-hmm. I'm not loving it. Come on. Well, I'm not gonna sit around if I'm evacuating. I am sorry, I don't mean like sit around at home. I mean like I'm not gonna go outside and sit around. Maybe I'll go for a stroll in the middle of the night. Maybe get stabbed somewhere in the park. Let's see. Very exciting, of course. What a time to be alive. Very The colors are coming around decently nice, actually. I was kind of surprised, but this is still quite far off. Should I leave the stream running? Is the thing. It's okay, I'll be fine. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I would be out of here by now. But of course, I don't have the whole picture here. Let me let me assess the situation. Hmm. Interesting. Very interesting. I don't know where I'll go though. That's the thing. uh, there's a good chance I'll be sick if I stay outside for too long. I don't have that much clothing. Hello. Well, I haven't really gone anywhere. I just kind of sat around and monitored for a bit. Situation has not changed. Hmm. I am alive. I should probably be outside, but I'm looking at everyone that is involved in the operation, and none of them seem very concerned. Also, the number of people outside is way too little for anyone for the entire building to have been evacuated. You know, it's not really much of an evacuation. People are just sitting around the ground floor. They should be outside, but I don't see anyone outside. Maybe they are sitting on the ground floor. But either way, though, I verified that my smoke alarm does have carbon monoxide detection. It has been tested just a couple months ago. Uh, there's good airflow. Nothing else seems to be too concerning at the moment. I have walked the fire escape before as well. It's not like I don't know where to go. Um, I don't know. I'm just going to continue our business here. The thing is, this is probably gonna be a while. Like, it's gonna go through the night, I imagine. Like gas leak is a bit of a pain in the ass thing to clear. I can only imagine that they're gonna have to get a lot of inspectors and like passes and blah blah blah. It's gonna be a while. So unless I'm ready to wait out in the outside for the entire night, which is very problematic for me because I won't be able to tank the coal. Unless it's an immediate danger, I think going outside might actually be a bigger problem. Which is why I didn't commit yet. If it were during the day, if I could just go to work, then I would have done that. Uh, Might not get any rest tonight then at this rate. Oh boy. Very reminiscent of things that I had to do in the past. Night shifts and all that. Very cool. Hmm. So far, the two pieces were AI, by the way. Both of these are AI. Very interesting. Not very apparent, I'll say, but where's my open original post? What? What did my thing go? Here. Oh, hello, Uni. Hello. It is well, I mean, don't have anything. Doing colors for now. Uh. Yeah, whatever. Oh. What am I looking at? What is that? I wonder if the background is a painter though. It's just like some kind of a photo manipulated into this. This looks very filtery. Shit. Dang, the room's getting cold because I left the doors open. It is what it is. So I guess I just have to paint this in, huh? It is a little odd not knowing what you're painting. I feel like I should know that, but I also there's no other way that I could have to find out right now. Okay, I suppose this is gonna it's very weird. It's a bit weird. Should I do this later? I'm gonna do this later. should have done the airbrushes first. Well, Oh. Hello, Uni. Oh, I just saw your 11:15 message. That's so weird. Yeah, today we're having a bit of a fire alarm. There's currently an active evacuation order for my building that I have been defying for the past 2 hours. Because I'm cool like that. No, it's because I have deemed it um, slightly more problematic if I were to actually evacuate because I'm not very good with the coal. I don't have enough floats. If I go out, there's a good chance that I'll fall sick and then there'll be a lot more other problems. And currently, does not seem like that appears to be any active danger. But anyways, long story short, I am dressed and ready to go, ready to rumble, but not yet. Also, I bought like an entire cake today. Also, this is like entirely unrelated, by the way. But like, I bought like an entire cake today, and I ate like 30-40% of it. I still have 60% of it. I'm so excited, and I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna eat the entire thing. Let's go. I got a cake. Yes, 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 yes. See. Oh my god, it's getting so cold because I left the balcony doors open just in case it's carbon monoxide, but oh my god, it's so cold in here. Holy shit. I guess I might this is the same as me going outside, huh, at this point. Broski. This is so hard. This one is so hard. There's so many things to this. Yeah, by the way, we're on color studies because I was doing tagging today. I did like a couple more thousand. Um, and then I'm starting to realize how difficult it is to tag properly just because the tags are still very vague. If you want to be very specific, then you kind of have to tag it a lot more times and spend a lot more time in it. So it's like we're spending all this time in this adjacent thing that's meant to help us get better, but we're not actually practicing, which is what actually gets us better. So I figured I should just go back to doing some studies. I have a rough idea of the colors that I like, but then I also don't really know what to do with it. Oh, sorry, I only just saw your daily here. Yes. I'll be right there. Yeah, it's the wrong color. Lamal, not blue enough. I don't really know, yeah, what to do with the colors, huh? Maybe I should just take the colors and draw something of my own and whatnot. Uh, Very cool. Oh, this reminds me, I did some sketching over the weekends on my sketchbook of the soup. Hang on, let me find it real quick. I'll be right back. Sorry, I got distracted. I'm trying to find out if my building is on fire. Uh, well, the fire people, the fire people, firefighters are not here anymore, so maybe that's okay. But there's no alarm. There's no all clear. So who knows? Anyways, good shit. Gas leak. Swear to God, I thought. Yeah, I thought my computer was on fire. And I smelled it before. Let me put it in the thingy. Art resources. Okay. Oh, sorry, I forgot to tag it as uni. Goo goo ga ga. Look. What do we got? Wait, I recognize this artist. Right. I really like their sketch work here. It's a very cool use of the grays and stuff. Actually, I believe it was this artist and the one other artist that got us to make the brushes. That got me interested in that got me started basically using the sketch brush as more of like a blocking brush at certain times. What? If I start slurring my words too much, I might have to evacuate. It might become a monoxide. God damn it. Sorry, I'm pausing because I'm taking photos. I did some sketching over the weekends, and I shall share them too. I'm hallucinating the entire stream. That is so sad. Like, if I am hallucinating, can I hallucinate something better? No offense. You know. It's always kind of sad when I dream about work because it's like, oh my god, this kind of sucks, huh? But yeah, this is really good. I really like this sort of gray thing, and also like just having the flexibility of using a brush as a block-in brush, and having the opacity. Of course, yeah, I realize now, like, the opacity, you know, I always complain about opacity being really hard to get clean stuff because well, what's the thing, like, you have to deal with a lot of different extra shapes now all of a sudden. But then, like, at the same time, if you can deal with the shapes, it becomes let me see, artwork in progress. So why do I even put this shit? Actually, I don't even know what artwork in progress is supposed to be. Because art showcase kind of implies you're done. I guess I am done, so I'm gonna dump it here. But I don't know why I'm hijacking your daily to do my my art. Anyways, yeah. Anyways, that's my thing. I'm gonna put it there. Yes, if I was hallucinating, I hope I'm hallucinating something else. And then this is so nice, like having that flexibility of blocking shapes rather than having to draw it. But then you still have that control. And it's one brush and it's so versatile and you just get a lot of things done. Yeah, like the work in progress is it's kind of weird. This is kind of like the tagging system that I have as well. It's always a bit dubious as to you can do it multiple ways, I guess. Is this like the artist herself or something? But yeah, I really enjoyed their sketches. Like, all the stuff is so good. Like, the sketches are good, the color sketches are good. I forgot what the render pieces look like. Maybe like this. This also looks really good. I guess the shapes is a little bit messy. It's hard to read, but actually, let me see. I think I bookmarked some of this stuff before, so it should be in my system here. What is their name here? Mafuinda. Oh, I do have to reset my, let me see, default. Uh-oh. Oh, it's lagging. Holy shit, I was scared. I was so scared for a bit. Oh, I know why it's lagging. Because I have it on unpacked. Oh, wow. What the hell is this? Anyways. Mafuin. Oh, it's here. So this was the one. I remember explicitly bookmarking this one. That I remember. And then we have... What do we have? Yes. This one is really good. Look at that. Setup here. Hmm. Oh. Interesting. The watermark looks embossed because of the thing in it. I don't know. I feel like this is probably the only sort of quote unquote render that I can enjoy at this point, where you just block in some stuff and do like a rough sketch. But it's not really that rough either. It's kind of clean as well. Actually, I wonder, is this their first? Is this the initial sketch, or is this like a sort of after the rough layout, and then they do another layer that's slightly cleaner? But if it's slightly cleaner, it's not really that clean either. So it feels like an initial thing. So they're just really good that their initial sketches come out looking like a pretty clean rough sketch. Holy shit, what is this, by the way? What is this relationship here? Weird. Anyways, but yeah, good stuff. They have a time lapse actually. Actually, I kind of want to see. Oh, I guess I can't really do this. I don't have enough screen space here. Are the lines like So some lines got emphasized afterwards. Is the lines themselves are not actually on a specific layer mode, it looks like. And then some more is added in as part of the render. Some are colored over. Yeah, it looks like a coloring over rather than like they colored the stuff, but they kept the line art layer on normal or something. It doesn't look like soft light or hard light or that kind of stuff. But I guess you can't tell. If it would if they kept it as black, I think hard light wouldn't have done anything different. Interesting. Music ended. Yes, of course. What the? How do I rotate this by scrolling? What is the thing? Is it here? Oh, I see. I did it on the other screen. Oh yeah, good stuff. Thank you, Uni. Where is my? I just want to see if they if they did something like this, right? Does it mean that they wanted to leave it as a sketch, or does it mean that they, oh, like is there ever a case where they went from this into colored version? I wonder how it would work, but it would appear like they would only do that if that's the whole, like that was the end goal. Sorry, is this playing music? I can't tell because I'm not listening. Hope it's not making a lot of noise here. I mean, it makes sense. It looks pretty straightforward. Nothing too fancy. There's nothing fancy like texture brushes, a lot of weird shapes, a lot of layer modes. None of that. There's a good clean set of lines, a good set of block-ins, and then some shapes. Hmm, interesting. But they don't do it the other way. yeah, I remember this too. There's a bit of a gap, I feel like, between like the color version and the black and white sketch. Because the black and white sketch, I feel like it tends to be a little bit more contrasty. I guess some of the earlier ones, not necessarily. Like, feel like some of these have a bit more impact, visual impact, than like some of the colored versions. But then again, yeah, this is also pretty high contrast. I'm not sure. I can see myself having issues again. Because after all that work with all the color tagging stuff, I start to find like I like stuff where the brightness is grouped, the color is grouped, and all those groupings are done. But then by doing so, you're inherently kind of lowering that contrast, which I also find myself to not like sometimes. So I'm a bit confused what the hell I'm trying to do here. But anyways, thank you, Uni. I'm gonna come back to this. I think the emergency is over, though I would appreciate a announcement if that were the case. I think people should respect the evacuation orders and stuff, you know. But at the same time, like if they want people to do that, they kind of have to be on the ball for themselves as well as the ones operating this alarm. Like when it's over, they should properly announce that it is over. Give periodic updates, that kind of stuff. Like to keep people, let people know that they're actually doing things. If not, it's very easy to disrespect stuff like this. Because it doesn't feel like people are serious. Why is that brighter? What am I looking at? The background brighter or is the character brighter? There's like grays here too. I don't know why there's grays. Well, the evacuation is serious in the sense that I smelled the gas. I've been smelling the gas for like 5 hours. I thought it was my computer burning, so I didn't take it seriously. And then after that, they made an announcement saying that apparently there's a gas leak. That part is on me for not leaving because well, I know that is on me. I made the choice to not leave, but at least when it's over, you know, they should or like throughout the whole issue, there should have been more communication. I feel like. But yeah, I guess it's really hard because people have different expectations. I imagine if they give constant updates, people might find it annoying and stuff like that. But oh yeah, I've been then I'm like I've been smelling it since like what time is it? It's like 12 almost 12 a.m. right now. I smelled it at like what time did I smell it at? I think I smelled it at like 4 or something. I forgot it was before or after I took the nap. I think it's probably after I woke up. Anyways, don't worry about it. I got cake. Why didn't I evacuate? Because I didn't want to be outside in the cold. And the smell has gone, right? I understand that you kind of get used to the smell and you won't smell it after a while. But I've been checking repeatedly, going outside, coming back in. Changing what I'm smelling and changing my perception. Just to see if it tweaks anything. The smell is no longer there. I have enough warning systems set up for carbon monoxide. I have everything packed. By the way, yeah, I do have everything packed and ready to go. I'm still dressed for outdoor wear right now. I haven't taken it off yet. Um, I just got ready to go, but I didn't go yet. And also the evacuation route, I have done it a couple of times before already. So I'm also aware of the exact route that I would take and the sort of hiccups and stuff that might happen along the way. You know, it is all to say that I feel like I'm ready for if I have to go. Of course, you can never know what's going to happen, right? And there's also issues where if everyone waits till the last minute, everything gets really crowded and so on and so forth, and there's going to be a lot of unforeseen problems and so on and so forth. But I guess I'm saying that that's the risk I'm willing to take. And also constantly monitoring the people that have evacuated and also the fire department. I've been watching them do their shit. And no one's really in a rush. Like the whole atmosphere is very different than if it were like a true, very, very urgent emergency. You know, based on my own experience. So everything is telling me that it's probably fine. Oh yeah, like I do think it's an actual gas leak. My building has had a couple fire alarms so far. Like one time the boiler room apparently caught fire. Um, apparently the boiler room caught fire. Fire alarm went off. That one I did leave because that one was like freaking 5 a.m. in the morning. So I just got out. I left and I just went to work. Because I'm not gonna wait for this and go back and then like we'll probably have to leave for work already anyway, so I might as well just go for work. So I just went for work and I forgot to bring my part. Anyways, that's a long story. Um, that was that one time where it's actually caught fire. There was another time where it was apparently a false alarm, but like it was only a false alarm because no one told me what happened. But I think it actually is probably a real thing. Um, anyways, very exciting over here, as you can tell. Um, The building isn't necessarily that old, but you know, given the track record, it seems to suggest otherwise. Track record does seem to suggest otherwise. I'm still alive. Hopefully, still alive tomorrow, and I go to bed tonight. I remember my first fire alarm here. It's kind of funny because I heard it went off, and it's so fucking loud, and I'm like, what the hell is this ungodly noise? And then I try to go back to bed like 5 times because I was sleeping. It was like 5 a.m. right? Like, and then eventually I got up. Eventually I was like, wait a second, this doesn't. What? What's making the noise? Something on the ceiling? Wait a second, is that a smoke alarm? I was like, what the fuck? Should I go? I was like, and then I looked around. I went out to the balcony. I looked around. No one gave a fuck, dude. Like nothing happens. Like no one ever cares about fire alarms here. It's so funny. Um. Eventually, I got out and I went to work. That was it one day. But good stuff. God damn. I'm glad I bought that cake today. Oh boy. Aramu. Wee woo, wee woo. I can't tell if the so like this part confuses me so much. Like the background is kind of bright, but so is the clothing. So the clothing is clearly brighter. But my perception is telling me that the background is brighter. It's so confusing. I guess because this part is brighter? Sorry, this part is brighter on the clothing. This part is kind of like the same level here. Right. Right. It's kind of confusing. Yeah. I also don't really know what I'm getting out of this. I really don't. Like, I'm not really necessarily paying that much attention to the colors I'm using. I have a rough idea of where I pick the colors from. Like, some of these are very close to the top edges. And then the other ones are just pretty desaturated colors at the bottom. Not necessarily, I suppose. Yeah, well, it was. Now it wasn't. Now it isn't, rather. And then for this one here, it was Kind of saturated, and then this is all at the top. Okay. Sure. And this one here. Also kind of the same setup, I suppose. So if I want like a super bright and vibrant set of colors against a darker and grayer background, then I guess the grays will have to be pretty gray. And then the bright part would just be like really high up. Otherwise I can have a little bit more color and saturation like this. And I can still have like a good setup here as long as it's bright enough. We have enough value separation, but it can still be pretty saturated. And then this one here is kind of like everything. It's like a transition over here. And then there's the really bright stuff along the edges. Cool. I guess. So what's the plan, right? What's the goal of this, right? Ideally, we would take this and then we apply it to something. That would mean that I need to... Right, I just want to take exactly the same set of colors and then apply it to something else. I feel like I've been here like 2 months ago when I was working on the Fae piece that got really bloated and then out of hand. Oops, misclick. Let me see. Add color choice, apply. Oh wow, did it keep my previous setting? That's kind of insane, dude. This system is a lot more user experience friendly than I expected to be. Because I didn't code it in. Or rather, I didn't expect I didn't request the AI to code it in, but it's already there. I guess that's an interesting bias, huh? Because of the stuff that is studied is other people's existing code base that they have coded for it to be natural for user usage. It just automatically makes things more user friendly just because everyone else has already been doing it. That's the only code that it has. I suppose. Oh, this feels kind of nice. It's like a very light-hearted set of colors. With the sky and then the blue. Point the noise. I just do like one more, I suppose. It make more sense to be on top this time. Link for it? Yeah, I have a link for any one of these. This one that we have right now, right? You're talking about? There you go. Yes, no problem. No problem at all. Yeah, I'm glad that this system is actually so easy to use. I can grab the link in like a split second here. I just want to hang on. Give me 1 second. Git status. Git add. Git amend. I'm gonna ask it to code something while I do this study here. Let's see. Tanishi. Let's see. For the review of /image model mode, I want you to have a slideshow option where after pressing a button, we only display the image plus source. So which means artist handle plus link at the bottom, and it just plays like a slide. I mean, it's kind of weird that I'll be having a slideshow of other people's art, but like in case I ever go on AFK or something like today, I can at least have a slideshow showcasing other people's art instead of just being a static screen. I think that would be nice. While that's going, I'm just gonna do my own thing. Ah, shit, my socks kind of smell. I forgot I put on an old pair of socks because of the emergency, but anyways. I guess you guys didn't need to know that. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, whoops. That's quick. Is my music still playing? Okay, that's Hello, Maxi. Yeah, socks. What's up with socks, huh? Everybody has them, everybody wears them. What's up with that? Huh? What's up with that? What am I talking about, dude? I swear to God, it's not the carbon monoxide. I'm okay, guys. Don't worry about it. It's the usual amount of crazy. Nothing more. What color is that, dude? What? It looks more... Oh, it's just more saturated. Actually, I wonder how this looks on my other screen because maybe my tablet just doesn't have enough sort of a range anymore. So it might look the same, but it might look very different to you guys on your screen. Finding excuses. Anyways, let's see. There we go. Oh boy. Shit. What should I do? I need to block it first. Let's just block it. What color should I use? What is that color? Kind of like here, I think. Oh, no. Oh, what? Huh. Something like this, actually. Wow, it's all the way in the purple range? Dang it. Very cool. Wet brush, bros. Yeah. Can I get a normal circle brush? Is that what a G-pen is? I literally don't have like a circular lock-in brush, which is kind of ridiculous. Is this what this is? Okay, this is what this is. Cool. What? How are they? Oh. I keep forgetting my aspect ratio is not the same. Of course it's not gonna match up. Of course. I didn't check for aspect ratio, that's why. Let's lock it, and then I'm just gonna block colors. Alright. Dang, what should I even start with? I guess the skin is a good start here. Dang, shit. What color is this, actually? This color is meant to be like the hair of Lilim. It doesn't look right. Maybe this is more like skin color at this point. Maybe it's just darker. Oh man, it's hard. Yeah, I'm kind of confused. Maybe let's go for the most saturated, which is that red there. Maybe this will be a bit easier to get right first, and then I can tune everything else accordingly. Am I here, perhaps? Something like this. This kind of looks like the skin color then. And let's get the blue here. Get this. Oh, shit. Why is it so laggy? What? Bluer? Blue? Ongaku is ended. But it's good. Just gonna go back and restart. The beginning of the stream. Dang, why am I so sleepy, dude? Holy crap. I don't need this thing. I like how squished everything is. Oh my god. This is so squished, dude. Oh, come on. Really, we can do better than this. It's so damn squished, bro. What? Actually, the color of the light is kind of warm, huh? Now you just see it. It's a little bit warmer than I expected. But on the clothing, it still seems pretty blue though. Like except for Oh, is this? Oh, this is still kind of. Oh yeah, this is very blue, whereas this one is very warm. This one is also very warm. Okay, so it's a different. Oh wait, this is not white base. I see. Also, I just realized it's Kata bean. I haven't seen VTubers in a while. I thought this was an Arknights character, and then that was Lily Niji from Nijisanji. I don't know why I thought they were like from different franchises. Nijisanji a franchise? Writer, please. Writers have to. These are so cool. Kind of purple. Kind of green. Skin looks pretty orange. Yeah, skin looks really orange now. I need more red too. A bit better. Fix the silhouette. Mm. Ugh. Over here. Right, that's the other arm. But I need it to be closer. And the blue is very nice. It's the blue on the white parts of the clothing. Very nice and where my blue was. As far as card studies go, that's kind of it. I guess timing wise, we're also kind of right there. I am going to check, see if this works. Oh, it works. Look at that. Wow, we have a slideshow of other people's art. Wait. Is it transiting at the same amount of time? Okay, there's a lot of problems here. Anyways, art is kind of done today. I did a couple of color studies. I'm just gonna fix this up. Well, I'm gonna get the AI to fix this up, and then end it here, and then go eat my cake. Okay, definitely not overdosing on sugar today. Entire cake. Let's see. Alright, anyways. Oh yeah, I'm not dropping off just yet. I'm just gonna fix this up. But yes, thank you guys for the well wishes here. I think I'll be fine. Indeed. Fortunately, did not overdose on gas. Unfortunately, that means we have to go to work tomorrow. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Very. Well, I was fixing it. I was looking at the because this weekend I confirmed with Piotegu. Basically, it is a goal for this weekend. I will be doing the one-on-one thing with her. I will have to review exactly what we're gonna talk about, the previous questions and all that, and then see if there's anything new that I would like to add. But in doing so, I was I haven't done it yet. But when I was thinking about it, I saw some of her stuff here again. Right? How do I do this again? Right. But yeah, like I was looking at her art, and like honestly, her art seems very relevant to what we want to do. Just because it is, how do I say this? Right? Like the focus isn't on being very technically correct per se. It's not trying to show off any technical prowess. It's not trying to do like multiple character setup. It's not trying to be very designy or like very fancy with the composition. Subject matter wise, it's also like just a singular character in an environment that seems pretty relevant for Ria and all those things. The workflow itself, right? The colors used are very nice. It's very moody, or like what I would consider moody. So it's like my kind of colors that I would like. And then the workflow that I'm looking at is also very stampy, right? It's very efficient. Like you have big shapes, and then the shapes are put in, the details are put in with stems and texture brushes and all that. And then you have gradients on top of it. So it's very much like the binary setup, just with a couple more layers, right? You have the lighting, then you have the mid-tone, and then you have the darker tones and all that. But it's pretty much the same setup. And the more I look at it, the more I think about it, the more like this seems like what we want, no? Like, isn't this like kind of like the kind of a good spot to be in? Because I can want to, like, you know, improve further, like by making maybe render certain things a bit clearer and whatnot. But like, as far as like everything else goes, like in terms of like what we've seen, like because like if I do more, I get really overwhelmed. We need a good, fast, effective work style. This seems like that's it, right? Is it not? But anyways, let me test my new nonsense feature here. Where's my visual indicator? It's at the bottom of the screen, dude. It's literally invisible. It's so fast too. Increase the background. You know what? I should do this manually because it's not very good at understanding what I want. Oh yeah, pretty cool. Look at that. We have a slideshow. It's so stupid. I don't know why it seems so stupid. Linear gradient. Okay, now it's giving me some junk that I don't know how to use. Yeah, how do I use this? Okay. I think I need FF here then. Yeah, we need FF. I do need it to increase the size of the loading bar though. Increase size of loading bar. Make it thicker. So easier to see. Make a gradient background. So you got that? It just became 0, 0. What else do I want? Also, like the source, I would like it to be anyways, also I need to figure out why is it so fast. So damn fast. Git status. Git. Oh, it's just global CSS, so I should be able to see it, right? The transition timing should be here. The what? Opacity. Okay, I mean, it's kind of cool, I guess. Oh, it moved the thing to the side. I don't know why it decided to do that, but I guess it's fine. The only problem is it's kind of overlapping with chat for us. Oh, it's kind of out of the way, I suppose. Not necessarily that bad. It's just really fast. I don't know where the code is for the speed, though. I don't see it. Weird. Oh, it's in. Oh, it's not in the CSS. Okay, no wonder. It was like 4 seconds, so now it's 7.3, 7.5, so it's a bit longer. I mean, the main issue with this is, of course, I'm showing it without permission, so I don't know if this is a good idea. But it's just an interesting feature for now. But yeah, stuff like this, I'm looking at this commission, I'm like, yeah, probably. But then again, they did post this and made it public, so they do want people to see it. Anyways, we probably won't be using this very often. It's just a funny thing to have. It's not exiting properly. But anyways, I'm gonna clean this up slowly. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. Thanks for coming. Very exciting stream today, of course. But yeah. Have a good night, guys. Goodbye.